matter what, Jesus will provide. Jesus will provide. Yes, He will provide. I will not go with them empty. Jesus, this one is for the elders, Jesus will provide. Yes, He will provide. So when they can't find your medicine in the pharmacy, Jesus will. Oh, Jesus will provide.
Entertainment, information, conversation. All on Street 91.9 FM. The official station that defends the nation.
Hey, yo, man.
Yo, Starsco.
We're rolling this time.
When I see my friends become my enemy, I have stay far.
No one near them,
no link, no bar. Cause I know dirty heart can't sweep with broom. They are like the trees we can't bloom, and they shall slowly fade away. And I know dirty heart can't wash with soap. The meditation we supply proof, and they shall slowly fade away.
But I'm an assassin, no man. Enough of them not gonna like that show now. Why? Bad man stuck in the bed like a tumor. Them fake like tree stripe, pan like made by Puma. Them that believe police, not only by rumor. Start go you not to them, I said you work on code. Get your visa, you fly out them, I pay for you drop out them. Sit down like calculate by in and you back out them. Say them are your friend, but them heart mama about your men say.
Well, dirty heart can't sweep it through.
Good and never.
They are like the trees we can't bloom.
Good and never.
They shall surely fade away. And I know dirty heart can't wash with soap, and there is no bad mind antidote. They shall slowly fade away. Then look along, we tell them say we stop fight. Can't son in it enough for them a come and act like them are your brother, all them good family backbite. Watch them kill it pretty soon them a go show them colors like a stoplight. Them
color down a brass pipe. Them hearts so dirty, want to cover with a Scotch bride. Them need a whole reservoir of jelly water if you wash off them heart. That could hold it on the back one at the standpipe.
I know dirty heart can't sweep it through.
Good and never.
They are like the trees we can't bloom.
Good and never.
They shall surely fade away. And I know dirty heart can't wash with soap. The meditation to supply proof, and they shall slowly fade away.
Well, Granny tell me friend, don't cheap. So from the other day you see, friend we don't keep. A family we say because and everything we from our show teeth and your friend. First if you're making money, only enough. Last them raised like the sheep, back a nickel, oh peep. Watch them kill the neighbor queen. Don't sleep, cause when you don't sleep you won't see it. Boy, 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 boy. When I call you friend, I see you as my brother. Always lie, but if I can't trust my brother in love, I tell you say I got to go 'cause I know dirty heart can't sweep it through. They are like the trees we can't bloom. They shall surely fade away. And I know dirty heart can't wash with soap. There is no bad mind antidote, and they shall slowly fade away. Fade away. And anything we don't clean and pure, we have cut them out. Cut them out early. Smile them and joke, yeah, hide them deceitful heart. Know them thoughts dirty. From them no clean and pure, we have cut them out. Chop them off early. Smile up in your face and make this way. We know them are dirty. See my friends turn enemy. I ask stay far. No link, no bar, no link, no bar. When your friends turn the enemy apart, so
me say no link, no bar.
Oh Lord.
It don't come too far. Mommy and me brother we go war.
Come on, brother. I won't bury you. The Almighty will say we defend God, so me understand. Hear me now. No fear, friend. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to sneak up.
The song says, "Dirty hard cast sweep it broom." Oh gosh, hey. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Just want to say good afternoon to all of you joining me on the street 919 FM. Thanks for coming on to YouTube and on Facebook. You can join me now if you haven't yet joined me. Remember, when you come onto Facebook and on YouTube, let me know where you're joining me from, and let's have a time today. I'm going until 2 o'clock. So just remember, if you were looking out for me and you're wondering, what time Google does really start this talk thing, boy? Really, I start from about 12 o'clock. All right, after 12, after the news, you join me from 12 to 2. All right, from 12 to 2. If you really want to know what time I get into my discussions and talk, spread the word from 12 to 2. All right, you can join me. So those of you who are asking and you were concerned, what time is really your show? What time it does really come on for? All right, New York is locked on. Thank you very much. What part of New York are you looking at me from? And if you're listening to me all the way in the UK, tell me what's happening in the UK. I'm hearing about this new variant in the UK, and it's kind of scary. But then I'm hearing also where Scotland is looking to open back up. Scotland is looking to open back up. So we have those things that are happening all over the world. When you saw in the news just now where Fauci is saying that America still be worried about the new variant, in the sense that it wouldn't be as massive as how it was in the beginning of the pandemic, but it would be a little troublesome. So what's going on, Trinidad and Tobago? What is happening? Well, earlier on this week, I would have had the discussion with you about the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Gary Griffith, who is looking for another term in office. That is so debatable. It's so questionable. It has so much discussions that can be held around that. I have my personal little issue, and was not a little issue, but I have my little questions that I will hold for the right time. Also, we're looking at the gaming bill was passed in the Parliament. So that means, and from what I was hearing from the Minister of Finance on the news last night, is that if you have a bar and you throw 2 roulette machines into the bar, you're no longer considered to be a bar, but you are now considered to be a, what you call it, casino, or a gaming, whatever. I think it's, yeah, he said casino. So again, so that is one of the things that we see happening. We're seeing also where I got a message a while ago about the Parliament and the Attorney General getting on. He's on his feet and he is whipping. He's whipping up the House. Very interesting. I haven't gotten a chance to hear what it is he's talking about. Again, we on the Street 919 FM would like to send out condolences to Mother Tuna Puna and Miss Marina Thomas. Is that, yes? Taylor, sorry. Miss Marina Taylor. Why go to Thomas? Miss Marina Taylor. Miss Marina Taylor on the loss of your mother, Mommy Sauce. We all know her as a.k.a. Mommy Sauce. We want to send out condolences to you and your family on the passing of your mom. All right. Also, Miss Tuna Puna on the passing of your husband. I'm still yet to try to get a number for you. If anybody knows and where I can get in contact with Mother Tuna Puna, I would appreciate it a whole lot. All right. So those are 2 things that I really wanted to shout out. Send some love and strength to Mother Tuna Puna and Miss Marina Taylor. All right, a.k.a. Mommy Sauce. Okay, so we're having adverse weather. Coming on the water taxi this morning, you could have seen the weather, boy. Wow. But we're just telling you to be prepared for the adverse weather patterns that you're seeing. And I just want to just say this, to the management of the water taxi. I'm going to say it very soft. Because I don't want anybody to say that I came on the radio and shout or make a scene. But to the managers of the water taxi, a little simple advice. Please, you're seeing the weather outside. There is no way to shelter outside of the terminal. All right? There is no toilet facilities outside of the terminal. We know that you open the doors of the terminal at 3 o'clock to get ready for the sailing at 4 o'clock. All right? We are gently asking if you can, when there are adverse weathers like this, please open the door earlier so that if someone comes at least like for 2:30, 3:15, we can get inside and not be wet outside of the terminal while you are inside of the terminal dry. Okay? So I'm just asking on behalf of a friend, I'm just asking that you all be a little more mindful of the passengers who are outside the terminal while the rain is falling. Now, if you want to lock us out when the sun hot, that is your prerogative. But you see, when the rain is falling, I'm asking, please, could you kindly open the doors for us at about 2:45, 2:30? Thank you very much. Also, while I'm at it, please don't wait until the rain starts to fall to ask us to board the water taxi. Some of us who don't have umbrellas and you send us out there in the rain does not make any sense. So I ask you, please, while the weather there's no rain falling, please allow us to board the water taxi a little earlier while the weather isn't, while the rain is not falling. And even when we reach the San Fernando and disembarking the vessel, please give us a little blight too. All right? What is going on in the news today? So much is happening in Trinidad. Sometimes you just can't keep up, Someone is calling me. Let me see what this caller wants to say. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes, maybe the person should also make the complaint in writing to the Minister of Transport and the our works or SPS as well in writing. And anyway, I only asking that I don't know if you mentioned also that the great composer partner, Divine, Winsford Divine, and if you have a chance, if you could play one of his songs called Progress for me, or In Time to Come, if you can, thank you.
Okay, I would have, yesterday I wanted to talk about it, because I got that message from my mother, and I didn't get a chance to talk about it because my time is, on a Tuesday, I have sponsor segment, so I didn't get a chance to. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Hi, afternoon.
I too want to send our condolences to the Devine family and the passing of, I think it's Winston Devine.
Winston Devine, yes.
Yes, and also to Mother Turner Puna on the passing of her husband, and to Mommy Schultz also on the passing of her mom. And tell them to hold fast to pray and know that to keep remembering the good times, and when the bad times come, to even harder, and keep remembering the good times.
Yes.
Pastor Google, I also want to say what was trending a couple of days ago. The actor from Black Panther, Michael B. Jordan, that was the younger one who acted as the brother who had grown up in America and all that.
Yes.
He would have launched a rum that he called Juve rum and was looking to trademark the word Juve, because he would have said the word Juve has no meaning nowhere in the world to anybody. What happened after he said that was a flood storm all over Twitter, where persons from the Caribbean shut that talk down when they would have told him. Even Nicki Minaj got in on it, and she would have posted somebody's comments that they made on Juve, and she said that she hoped, he didn't do it intentionally or whatever. But the flood storm that he got, even our Minister of Trade and Industry, I think Miss Paula Paula Gopi
Schoon.
Yes. She and all would have mentioned that she needs to get more information on it. So it had taken on a nationwide thing. What I'm seeing now, he made an apology, and he's saying he's going to rename his brother from. I think, to me, that is a victory for us in the sense that Caribbean people are speaking out, and we are holding, and because they always say we're selling everything that is from the Caribbean, and we don't care about the history, don't care about nothing. We have shown in this little way that we do care, and you're not going to take something that is innate to us in the Caribbean, in Trinidad, and say it has no meaning culturally, the word has no meaning. So I was happy to see that happen. And finally, before I go past the Google, I would like to ask the General Secretary of NATUC whether or not Watson Solomon Juke is still the president of NATUC. Because it is important to us to know, because Mr. Watson Juke is not only the president of NATUC, he's also the president of PSA. Unions are a national thing. It's not a private organization. And we should be aware, especially members who are paying their money, to know if there are any changes within the organization that we pay our money to. Because at the end of the day, they are the ones who interface with the government, with our terms and conditions of our employment through the CPO. So we have a vested interest and a right to know. And those things are not to be held private, like it's a private man's club or men's club. The days for those things have passed. Women have a voice. Women are speaking out. And we will not be silenced by men who continue to operate as if it was the 1930s and 40s. And we need to have a vibrant union. I guess that is why the failure that Watson Juke would have said in his speech on Friday that the unions are dead. And I think it's because of him and the men who think like him who have killed the labor movement, if I'm to go by what he was saying on Friday. So again, I'm asking Mr. Annie said, please, sir, you owe us that. It's not a private club. And we need to know whether or not Watson Juke sits as the president of PSA, because, not to, because just recently, you all were on a table. Yourself, Mr. Lambert, Watson Juke, and some other person, you all accompanied this in solidarity under the banner of NATO. So you can no longer now just simply not say anything on these quote-unquote rumors that we're hearing. Thank you, Pastor Gugan, as usual, for allowing me all the time. Good morning. I mean, good evening to everybody.
Before you leave,
Yes.
I saw my member of parliament would have issued a statement about this Juve rum thing. And he would have said that even though the young man would have been misinformed, he is asking, because of the young man's popularity, if the young man can partner with us, Trinidad and Tobago, to inform him a little bit more about the name and stuff like that. So they were asking, so he was asking for a more partner discussion and coming to, it would have been, if it would benefit Trinidad and Tobago more.
Well, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
However, in the way that the young man, because I love, and many of us love, the way he would have started out by saying Juve has no meaning in no language anywhere, in no country anywhere. It's just a word. He would have started off wrong. So I'm saying if Trinidad and Tobago can benefit from a venture, of course.
Yeah, that's what my member of parliament is looking
yes,
at.
Yes, you must talk to us. Nothing wrong in that, but you must talk, because we at the end of the day must benefit from that name if you're using it and making money. How could we benefit from that? Are you going to be bringing people here when we have Juve? Is it we're going to get royalties from it? Is it that you're going to, every time you mention a rum, it's going to show in your commercial sites of Trinidad and Tobago? Are you going to be what? We need to be, our artists going to make the song for your commercials for the Juve rum. We must benefit from it. We're not saying you can't use it. But we have to be benefit. You have to consult us. This is long time a bullying and just taking away one from we and no. So I am in favor of that, but I'm just saying he would have apologized. And if they could reach out to him and they could have a discussion where we can also benefit, because he's a brand name, he's an actor, international actor, of course it will do well. But I'm just saying they must no longer just take what is ours and want to use it for their profit, but without not speaking to us first. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you going there?
I am all right. How are you going, ma'am?
So send condolences to Mommy Sauce, mother, and Kenna Puna husband. Okay?
Yes.
Yes, you have a nice day.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. How are you?
I am all right, so how are you?
Not too bad. Just sending condolences to Mommy Sauce and Mala Telapuna. Pastor Google, I want to touch on something here. I know it's not directly going on with what is show, but it's going on in the country. I have a friend, and it's only outside alternate, how shall we say, mixing interactions. Is unfortunately he started buying food from a location when he come in the morning. And I told him, boy, I don't think that is wise. He said, well, nothing wrong with it. Okay. I just want to say that right now he has been displaying the signs of COVID. All the people who figure it's not a problem to let the people and them live, they have to make money. It is causing death and destruction and sickness. All your little bit of money, all you want to make, now it's going to be blood money. I don't care. All the people and them more Kingsley and them want to come and call. I don't care what all you want to say. It is now becoming blood money because people's lives are at risk. Their children are at risk. Their families are at risk because you want to make some money. It is now becoming blood money because of this foolishness that we decide we couldn't take a chance. But you're not taking a chance with your life only. Now you are taking a chance with other people's lives because of how many people was there buying. People not safe. They're eating while they're there. They're talking while they're there. The money that it is they're using might not be proper. It will have bacteria. So you just give money just so, and you start to eat. You get back change and you start to eat. Listen, man, what we doing in this country? What are we doing, Pastor Google?
Interesting. Thank you very much for that observation, caller. Okay, remember, because when anyway, I'll leave that there. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, could you tell me the word Juve, where it originally came from?
I think it's a French word. It's a French word.
I know it's a French word. So how did it come to Trinidad?
Well, I think it's you're sending me to do some research. I will do some research on it, but I know that the reason why, you see, even if I think people take umbrage to him saying that the word it doesn't exist anywhere in the world.
Because
Grenada, they say they have a Juve too, so they could still stop Grenada if I'm saying.
No. Well, remember Juve. This is just my humble opinion on it. Juve would have started in Trinidad. Right? The carnival, the word carnival or carnival, like how it is done. It's not like if, as you're saying, like if Trinidad own the you know like. But from what I understand is that when he would have made the statements, right, he was wrong. You cannot say that the word does not. You invented this word or the word never existed. That's where he went wrong. That's where he was off.
Yeah, right. Okay. So,
what my member of parliament is saying is that this is an opportunity now. Seeing that he understands that he didn't invent this word Juve, and we have, or Trinidad and Tobago have an indigenous whatever to do with Juve or what. He's saying this is a good opportunity for us to capitalize on it and piggyback on it and make it make people be aware of Trinidad Juve and his rum would be one of the ways of promoting it all over the world.
Because it sounds like people get like if it's Trinidad and invent the word Juve and you can't use it because as I was saying, Grenada Juve too, they have Juve all over have Juve. So the way how some of us get like Trinidad invent the word Juve and you can't use it and they're carrying on. So that's what I wanted to know, because I know it's a French originated word. So that is why I thought. That's what I asked that question.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I may have not even given you the right explanation, so forgive me. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. All right. Getting ready to go for a break and come back. When I come back from the break, we're going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about this young lady that was missing, or that is supposedly missing, and family members have been looking for her. And around 3 o'clock yesterday, 2 weeks after Kadisha Fleming went missing, she put up a Facebook post saying that she is alive and well. I want to talk about that, and then I want to talk about something else when I come back after the break. All right, please. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, Pastor, we were just quickly to tell the gentleman.
The young lady who called in?
Yes. It's not the word we say he cannot use. He has said that word has no meaning nowhere in the world. There's nothing connected to that.
Yeah, that's why I said to her. I think the problem people had was what he said.
Exactly. It's not that he's using the word. Anybody could use the word, but he has to understand that word has a cultural and significant meaning for the people in the Caribbean.
Right. So it wasn't like Trinidadians who had an issue. It was the diaspora, the whole Caribbean.
For the whole Caribbean has taken pattern from us, because Juva means daybreak, breaking of the day.
Right.
And that came out of the whole Cambule riots when they told us we cannot celebrate in the streets after emancipation of slavery.
Yeah.
And based on that, we would have the men, because Juva was played by men. The men would dress up like women and mimic the French Creole women. They call them Dame Lorraine. Yeah, with a big breast and big bottom. They were mimicking those things. They were mimicking how the colonial French Creoles, and they would behave. And it came out of that. The Jabla Bless and the Jab and Jambalas. It came out of seeing the torturing and mutilating of the slaves, and that freedom, that energy to express. The Peregrinade, the Moko Jumbi, which was a protection that came from Africa. All those things have some significance. So anybody who's just simply saying it's a word not connected to, it will hurt, because there's a connection, not just the word by itself, but what it represents to us in the Caribbean. And if you are saying that word mean not, it's like you saying emancipation don't mean nothing. It's just a word. Anybody could use it. But it means something to the enslaved persons who were brought here how much years ago on the Middle Passage. So I just want the young lady to know that. We're not saying nobody can use it, but you must understand what it came from and what it became to our people in the Caribbean. That's all. It's about respect.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, good afternoon.
Yes, I think Sister Jenny has said it all. It is well said, because that was my exact research also. Just to add to it, it's a French patois that simply means daybreak.
Yes.
And then he has given the history surrounding it and how we derived at it and things like that. So it really does have a significant meaning to us as Caribbean people, as children whose ancestors went through slavery, and we understood all of that, and so it does bear some light in respect to what we do recognize and celebrate as emancipated people, and it's important to us. So we need to bear that in mind and hold on and cherish what's important to us.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Sail on down the line, a half a mile or so. I don't really want to know where you're going. Maybe once or twice, time after time I try to hold on to what we got, but now you're going. I don't mind about the things you're gonna say now. I gave all my money and my time. I know it's a shame, but I'm giving you back your name. I'll be on my way. I won't be back to stay. I guess I'll move along. I'm looking for a good time. Sail on down the line. Funny how the time can go. My friend said I told you so. It doesn't matter. Well, it was plain to see. A small-town boy like me wasn't your cup of tea. Wishful thinking. I gave you my heart and I tried to make you happy. But you gave me nothing in return. I know it's so hard to say. Won't you please just go away? I've thrown away my blues. I'm tired of being used. Want everyone to know I'm looking for a good time. Good time.
half a mile or so. I don't really wanna know where you're going. Maybe once or twice, time after time I try to hold on to what we got, but now you're going. I don't mind about the things you're gonna say now. I gave all my money and my time. I know it's a shame, but I'm giving you back your name. I'll be on my way. I won't be back to stay. I guess.
My friend them down and we get done. And this one I just for you. I think it's just something positive. Something positive. Oh, I did it, why, just you. I think it just came up positive music. My friend them down and we got done. And this one I just for you. I think it just something positive. Something positive. Oh, I did it, why, just you. It just play more positive music. But that's how my friend never fight never. Play more positive music. Too much negative thing going on, boy. Play more positive music. But that's how my friend never fight never. Play more positive music. Watch it. Them push all of the positive artists, them push them way behind. And them know why electronics not blessed messenger. But they rather promote alkaline. And then they want to know why don't you Trinidad. Love and it why it got so much stress. See negative music that they're playing. That I'm messing with the youth, them mind. And they need to play more positive music. That's how my friend, them a find them back. Play more positive music. Don't watch a negative thing going on. One. Positive music. I like this verse by positive music. But deep in my heart, to me tell every note. When my body come sing, gangsters touch the road. I pull in my friend them closer to hell. When them listening song from Vibes Cartel. Look at what I want up today, yeah. Keep my lock up in a jail cell. So just to sing positive music deep in my heart, so my fear compel. Madam, play more positive music. And that's how my friend them a fight never. Play more positive music. Too much a negative thing going on, why? Positive music. And that's how my friend them. You know to stop. Anything in it? We'll go to the next one.
This is Wayne Delamore, Head Consultant and Director of Natural Health Solution. With over 15 years of experience in clinical nutrition and microscopy, we specialize in early detection and prevention. We incorporate evidence-based nutrition and science-driven analysis. Tune in to our educational program every Wednesday at 9:05 to 9:55 a.m. right here on the street 91.9 FM. For appointments, call 222-2189 or 304-5816. At Natural Health Solutions, we offer a natural solution to healthy living.
Hey guys, it's Aisha Wells here. Listen up. If you're considering selling or renting your house in Trinidad and Tobago, then call Keelan George with O'Neill's Real Estate Group. He's a good friend of mine and he's been in the business for over 6 years. First, selling real estate in Atlanta, Georgia, and now right here in Trinidad and Tobago. He has a strategic online marketing presence that actually attracts thousands of home buyers and renters. Plus, with his home selling advice and techniques, he's getting homes sold really fast. Keelan will actually guarantee you sell your home or, get this, you can cancel the listing agreement and pay nothing at any time. That's right, you heard me, nothing at any time. Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, people. Check out www.o'neillrealestatetT.com. O'Neill is spelled O-N-E-I-L, or just call Keelan direct at 363-4030. That's 363-4030.
Len Capital Certificates is a passive income service company located at Princess Margaret Street in San Fernando and Fifth Street South Woodbrook. At Len Capital, investing is made simple. You invest with us. We make the investments and then you collect returns either monthly or yearly. We have 5 different options you can choose from, and each investment option comes with different benefits starting from TT $5,000. For more information, contact 399-0307. Len Capital Certificates. It's all about you.
That's why I don't know you. I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it's worth something.
This is Black Watch. Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. Black Watch. Let the show begin.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko in San Luis Grande is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Sundays, Ministry of Worship Children's Hour and the Word from 1 to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Wednesdays, we deal with current affairs from a biblical perspective from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Facebook, email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
At Health and Wealth Lifestyle, we offer a wide range of services: blood analysis, iridology, acupuncture, foot detox, foot massages, gua sha, hot stone therapy, fire therapy, legs and feet massage therapy, mineral scrubs, acrotherapy, cupping.
We also have a wide variety of supplements: silver, zinc and magnesium, body light, and lots more.
We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle operate our business in a clean, safe, and comfortable environment. We frequently sanitize our compound and abide by all the COVID guidelines that are currently in place.
So come on down to Health and Wealth Lifestyle, where we treat you like family. Book your appointment today. Call us at 1-868-275-8359
or 1-868-288-1108.
And remember, your health is your wealth,
and prevention is always better than medication.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ill, and you can get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the house of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God, God's word, direct from his throne room, in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Now there's a new way to pay your electricity bill.
Quick pay your bills today. Quick pay, it's a whole new way. Online, pay your bill one time. Yes, there is a whole new way to quick pay for your electricity. Yes, they made it easy. Just enter your account number. 4 clicks and it's over.
Introducing Quick Pay, a new service from the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission that lets you pay your bill online with your credit or Visa debit chip card. Just enter the account number and contact information. Click Pay, and you're done.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Sasko. Hey, yo, man.
Yo, Sasko.
We're rolling this tonight.
When I see my friends become my enemy, I stay far.
No one near them will not go.
No link, no bar. Because I know dirty heart can't sweep it room. They are like the trees we can't bloom, and they shall slowly fade away. And I know dirty heart can wash with soap. The meditation we supply proof, and they shall slowly fade away.
But I'm a massacre, no man. Enough of them not gonna like that show now. Why? Bad man stuck in the bed like a tumor. Them fake like three stripes, one a night made by Puma. Them that believe police, not only by rumor. Start go you not to them, I said you got a code. Get your visa, you fly out them, I pay for you drop out them. Sit down like calculate by in and you back out them. Say them are your friend, but them heart mama fuck your men say.
Well, dirty heart can't sweep it through.
Good and never.
They are like the trees we can't bloom.
Good and never.
They shall surely fade away. And I know dirty heart can wash with soap, and there is no bad mind antidote. They shall slowly fade away. Then look along, we tell them say we stop fight. King son of the done enough for them a come and act like them are your brother, all them good for the backbite. Watch them kill it pretty soon them a go show them colors like a stoplight. Them
color down the frostbite. Them hearts so dirty, man, discover with a Scotch Brite. Them need a whole reservoir of jelly water if you wash off them heart. That could do only on the back one at the standpipe.
I know dirty heart can't sweep it through.
Good and never.
They are like the trees we can't bloom.
Good and never.
They shall surely fade away.
All right, I'm back with you, Trinidad and Tobago. And I was talking, well, we were talking before I had to go and deal with a situation just now. We were talking about the situation with a young lady who went missing. And she went missing, and her family have been looking for her. I want you to join me on Facebook and on YouTube. I want to just discuss this for about a little half an hour. What are your thoughts about this video that I'm about to show you? So as I said, I have two videos I want to show you today. I want you to join me on Facebook and on YouTube, and I want you to look at this video, listen to this news report, and tell me what are your thoughts about this news report that you're about to hear about this young lady. Is it this news report is going to I don't know how to take it. I'm really concerned. I have some questions I would love to ask, but I want to hear from the listening public of Trinidad and Tobago and the viewing public of Trinidad and Tobago. This young lady has been missing for a while. I want to give you the exact time and date. I think is how much days now. I'm going to tell you in a little bit. All right. So, Trinidad and Tobago, I am really concerned. I don't know about you, but new developments in the missing young lady, Kadisha Fleming, 25-year-old mother of one, has left relatives. Really left it. She left them dumbfounded, worried, wanted to know what's going on, and I want you to join me on Facebook and on YouTube, and let's listen to this report, and you tell me what are your thoughts about it? Because I'm left really now concerned, and this is where I am asking, and I keep asking, where is the cybercrime unit in Trinidad and Tobago? What are they doing? All right. So join me on Facebook and on YouTube now while I wait for you to join me. This is a story that is developing, and we can't just leave it alone because it's a story that I think any parent is going to keep their eyes on this story, because it's a story that is developing into a really sad story. So join me on IWER TV. Join me on IWER TV now. I'm going to show you the video of the story. Join me on IWER TV and on Facebook. You're coming on to the Street 919 FM. You're looking for Constructive Talk with Pastor Google. And let us talk about this video. What are your thoughts about this story? I'm not seeing you all coming onto YouTube. I don't know. Is it that I have to refresh the page? I want you all to come on and tell me what are your thoughts about this video. All right? So you're coming on and typing in IWER TV on YouTube, and you are typing in Street 919 on Facebook. And we're going to look at this video, and I want you to tell me what are your thoughts. What are your thoughts about this video that we're about to look at on Facebook and on YouTube? This report, it's really sad. All right? I'm worried. I have my concerns, but I'm going to show you the video now. All right? I'm going to show you this. So those of you who are joining me on Facebook and on YouTube, this is what I'm talking about. This is the story here that I'm talking about, and I want you to listen to the story carefully.
Development in the disappearance and suspected murder of a 25-year-old mother of one has left relatives of the woman more frustrated and confused. Around 3 p.m. today, 2 weeks after Khadija Flamant went missing and daily searches mounted to locate her, a series of Facebook posts were made from her profile. Among the posts was one which read, "I am alive and well," accompanied by a picture of the missing woman. Another read, "I am okay, I am not dead, I am in Tobago. I just needed a break and I will come home when I am ready." When contacted, relatives said they had no idea how to feel or what to think, but believe it was a cruel act by someone impersonating the young woman. And police say they believe the victim's phone, which was never found, may have been hacked. Investigators are still treating the case as a possible homicide. One woman who was detained last week in connection with the case was sent to St. Anne's for psychiatric evaluation over the weekend. Relatives say they last heard from Flamant 2 weeks ago when she left her boyfriend's home to visit her daughter, who at the time had been living with a female friend of the missing woman for some time.
What are your thoughts, Trinidad and Tobago? What are your thoughts about what you just heard? If you're not joining me on Facebook and on YouTube and you want me to play over the video again, I will do so. But I am really concerned. I have my concerns about this story. I think that the story is missing parts, because I cannot understand where is the cybercrime unit in all of this. I have a problem, I have an issue. Where is the cybercrime unit in this whole discussion? Join me on Facebook, join me on YouTube. If you want to see the video again, if you want to see the report again, you're now coming on and you want to see the report again, I cannot even think. Somebody said I cannot even think. If you want to see the video again, join me on Facebook and on YouTube, and let me know if you want to see the video again, and I'll play the video again. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. Well, Pastor Google, I am following the story, but something that I don't know. You know, but I would like to believe that the police are doing their job, because I think it only needs, this is where, like I say again, this is where the cybercrime units had to intervene to locate the phone. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then the thing with the missing bone money, I think they had to do a forensic on the body, some alleged body that they found.
Uh-huh.
right? And then, but like I said again, it's really strange, Pastor Google. And like again, this is where the police have to do their investigations to solve this matter, because one is they say they found the body, but they haven't confirmed the forensic report as yet. And then this thing with the Facebook page, I mean to say, and she even sent a video of herself, just a profile. You understand how? You understand where I'm coming from, Pastor Google?
I hear you.
So that is a little fishy.
Well, that is what I'm saying. If it comes down to all of this fishiness that we're seeing, which I don't have a problem with, where the only people who can bring closure to that is the cybercrime unit, and we can't dance it, and that is it.
And that is it, and you know, and the police commissioner has been boasting about they have a good cybercrime team.
All right, so let's see how it goes.
So I would like to see after this weekend right now they're doing their work.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor Gogo.
Talk to me.
Listen, there are two things. One, what was the evidence that she passed and she was murdered? What was the evidence? I'm following this, and all I knew that they held a woman, and of course she was released to sentence, but I can't recall the police having any evidence that she was killed. Now, if you don't have evidence that she was killed, and whatever information the parents give forward with respect to her movement, because from what I understand, and I'm very careful with people's family in making statements, she was really a girl who was, a mover. She was outdoors. What is the parents' information that she will not do something like that? And what is the police information that she was killed? So it's a catch-22 as to whether she is really alive or whether she's dead. So, and that's why I feel the police have really made a statement. Because what have they found to indicate that the lady has passed? And that is where I am a little bit uncomfortable with the whole episode concerning this lady's death. Or if she's alive or it's mysterious. So for me, I can't say anything yet unless the police say there's evidence that she died or evidence that she's alive. So it's something really strange. It could have the population uncomfortable because nobody was charged. And like I said before, there is no indication of any evidence that she died. So, where are we at? Let's get somebody else to say. Thank you, Pastor Google.
But wait, just before you go.
Go ahead.
Listen to me, right? I have a caller holding on, but just quickly. You see, there are missing pieces to this story.
Yes.
There are missing pieces to this story. And this is where I hold on to. This is where I kind of weigh in between the two. Yeah. And the only people who could bring closure to this, and we being real, is the cybercrime unit. If the family is saying that they stole the phone, right? Yeah. Somebody stole the phone. The family is saying, the family is also going as far as to say that somebody hacked. It is not easy to hack somebody's Facebook account.
That's correct.
But let me take that back. If on her phone they were easy to open, they open her phone, and they have on your phone somebody have access to your Facebook on your phone.
Correct. Go ahead. You're going good.
So that is why I'm saying that if they hack the phone and if they open the phone, then the cybercrime unit can follow that phone because they are now using her Facebook account, which is hooked up to her Gmail or her whatever email she's using. Your Facebook account is attached to your email.
But if you have a Facebook account without a password, and we don't know what this is, because to me, the whole question of the boyfriend who came into the phone and made a statement. Now, in the whole life with investigation, you start with the family first, and then you move forward. That a boyfriend could have a phone. The phone don't necessarily have to be hacked. If I access this morning when I listened to you all on the Facebook account, my daughter saw the account and she could do anything on it. It's open. She could type, she could record, she could do whatever she wants. Is this the case? And this is what the cybercrime unit is supposed to really move into as to whether or not the immediate information that came on the Facebook page as to whether or not somebody had the account then. And if that account is open and the person has the phone, it's not hot. The account is alive.
Very interesting.
Yeah, very, very interesting.
Very interesting. We're gonna get more into it. We're gonna get more into it.
Definitely, that'll be conversation.
Thank you very much. Ella, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, good afternoon. If this 25-year-old is a living person, she don't have to have a phone. More than she said, neighbor, lend me a phone over the hotel she's staying. Could you give me a call, please?
Oh, yes, because you don't necessarily have to have a phone to be on Facebook.
Mommy or daddy, sister, girl, I couldn't take it anymore, so I did so please, I go come back so time, whatever it is. You make a phone call, look so much. If she lost her phone, she can, even though the phone in charge, whatever, you don't need to go through all of that. You should ask somebody to give her the phone to make a call personally, madam, them feel comfortable, they hear a voice. Okay, bye.
All right, thank you very much. The person on YouTube was telling me what they said, that whatever. We don't know that for a fact. And if she is mentally, whoever is that person, then come on, we have to do that. We have to come better than this. Something ain't right. We're gonna play the video again. If you're now joining me on Facebook and on YouTube and you want to know what we're discussing, this is what we are discussing. We are talking about this issue about Khadijah Flemings, who is missing. A missing person report has been issued out, and they have been searching for this young lady. Lo and behold, this happened. Look at the story on Facebook and on YouTube and tell me what are your thoughts. What's your view on this topic today? One of the issues I wanted to look at. Tell me what is your view on this. And I am waiting for the cybercrime unit to bring closure.
A new development in the disappearance and suspected murder of a 25-year-old mother of one has left relatives of the woman more frustrated and confused. Around 3 p.m. today, 2 weeks after Khadijah Fleming went missing and daily searches mounted to locate her, a series of Facebook posts were made from her profile. Among the posts was one which read, "I am alive and well," accompanied by a picture of the missing woman. Another read, "I am okay, I am not dead, I am in Tobago. I just needed a break and I will come home when I am ready." When contacted, relatives said they had no idea how to feel or what to think, but believe it was a cruel act by someone impersonating the young woman. And police say they believe the victim's phone, which was never found, may have been hacked. Investigators are still treating the case as a possible homicide. One woman who was detained last week in connection with the case was sent to St. Anne's for psychiatric evaluation over the weekend. Relatives say they last heard from Fleming 2 weeks ago when she left her boyfriend's home to visit her daughter, who at the time had been living with a female friend of the missing woman for some time.
Right. All right. What is your view? Going back to the phone lines. 342-0081, 342-0081, 771-1791. 466-5391.
In light of the suspicious nature of the importation of these
Okay. Hello, good afternoon. Hello?
Yes, hello, Pastor Google.
Yes.
Yeah. Considering that thing there. You could actually access your Facebook via the computer as well.
Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah. That's what we're saying.
So you don't necessarily have to use your phone.
Right.
And I think you have to say me too. This country is a sort of double standard here. During the last thing with Miss Barrett, wasn't there some kind of reward to find that missing individual for Miss Barrett?
Well, a businessman put out a reward, yeah.
So how come they didn't put out a reward for this young lady? I don't know, but it's on the matter of this country is real. I don't know, it's a lot of double standard, and I find that the so-called movement, well, I know they have an excuse because they're in lockdown. Nobody from that representative say, well, we are in solidarity with the family of this missing young lady. But with the other last scale, everybody come out in the numbers and they show solidarity, but this one, I don't know. But Like I said again, this case is very funny. I see some similarity between this and the young lady because they're getting some funny information.
All right, thank you very much, caller.
Yeah, but I have a double standard in this place for you. Too much double standard here.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Hi, good
and
afternoon.
I must say that you are so right. Because, you know, even for the family, forgetting that the police have their duty, for the family, the feeling that you have of not knowing the closure of your missing person, it tortures you all the time. You just need to know what's happening. And if this person is truly alive, she should let the family know, you know, or let the police know. But, Pastor Google, I don't understand how the police and they cannot get onto that because they have the ability, the skill, everything to trace the call.
Well, they're saying to me on Facebook, they're saying to me, I'm trying to understand what you want the cybercrime unit to see. It's an active investigation. So what I want the cybercrime unit to see, when somebody is missing, the cell phone is missing. If my cell phone... No, I remember there's a time somebody stole my cell phone, right? I remember there's a time I came off the water taxi and I went onto the bus and I forgot my phone in the bus. And I went and make a report. And the cybercrime unit was able to get back, would have showed me exactly where my phone was.
They can.
That's all I'm asking, you know. If my question might be a stupid question or might be a question that is, I'm asking the question based on my experience where I have made a report already. I went, they were able to show me exactly where the phone was because if my internet is on, Wi-Fi is on the phone, and my Gmail account is operating, they could use my Gmail or whatever email account I have, and they were able to locate exactly where my phone was.
But there are people who can do that, right? Other than the cybercrime.
And sometimes you don't even need the cybercrime unit to do it. I know people who, there's a brilliant little young man in this building here, who I'm sure he would know how to find somebody's cell phone if it goes missing. Right. My thing is, the family is saying that somebody hacked the cell phone.
Yeah, but they don't know that for sure, but they just get them because they're in pain and everything, because they believe that, you know, after this time, she would have contacted them. But I'm saying, yes, you must ask question, and the people shouldn't compare this with Miss Barrett. And Miss Barrett is a special case, or a lot of people know a lot of things, and you know, but why they went out there? They went out there because they know the reason why they went out there. It has nothing to do with the family. So, Pastor Google, do what you have to do. You're in the media. Take care.
All right, thank you very much. I shouldn't ask any questions. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, again. They could check the passengers list even with a week.
Beautiful, lovely.
And the boat. Okay?
Very good, very good.
See if they find her
yes,
to leave in Tobago.
Yes.
Trinidad to go to Tobago.
Yes,
right.
Because you use your ID card to go on the boat. Yes, that's a very good suggestion Mother is making there. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Yes, Mr. Pinal.
Call two incidents. Number one, you know the Puerto Ricans use the American 911. Some guy had drifted out in his little boat, and he called off Puerto Rico, and he called 911. And it was a tiny little boat, not something huge that you could see from everywhere. And by using the fact that he had used his phone, they were able to gather that information from the cell phone company, utilizing the appropriate software and so on. And they were able to narrow down the search as to where he was. Of course, he was still drifting, but they located the area, and of course, when you go there now, he was in that area. The second one is Colman Bird's son's phone that was stolen, and found within hours. Again, advanced technology. So that proves that in your case, and in the case of Colmember's son's phone, it proves that we have that system there, or some system that allows you to find a phone under certain conditions. And here it is, they're using the phone. There could be no better condition than if someone is using the phone, and therefore they could find it. So let's hear what they say eventually, because if they're saying it's an active investigation, of course they don't want to give away any clues so that the people could take evasive action and escape and so on.
Well, the police didn't say that. It's somebody who sent me a message telling me it's an active investigation, so they will not tell us what is going on.
Well, that's a fair comment. If we want the police to be on the case, and we have to kind of think that they might be on it for a day or two before they find anything, or before they make any statement. So if they haven't said anything, I am going to assume that they are working on it, and since the people have been using the phone, it's not going to be long before they pick up with somebody. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Pinal. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Gugu.
Sometimes I wonder if in this country you cannot ask any questions. You know? Let me tell you this. there are times when this young lady, let me show you something, All right, so when the young lady who made the statements about Dr. Rowley, or she wanted to cuff him in the face, or whoever wanted to cuff him, we were asking where's the cybercrime unit in this whole bacchanal with this young lady making hate statements on social media. We asked that question. We asked the question, where's the cybercrime unit in the senator? What is his name? What's the one name? Who naked, making statements on social media. We have been when the young lady back in Miss Bissessa time had made her statements, the cybercrime unit was very present and out there. Right? All I am asking is, just like how, as Mr. Pinal just said, when Mr. Imbert's son phone went missing, the cybercrime unit find it. Right? All I am simply asking, is that in the midst of this situation, because this young lady have been missing for a while, right? We asking, okay, so the news reporter is saying, or the news is saying that the young lady, the family is saying that somebody hacked her phone, right? And if somebody's saying that somebody hacked my phone, I am missing, and somebody's hacked my phone, I must say, okay, hush your mouth, don't talk about it, because it's an active case, done that talk. All I am asking is that I hope that the cybercrime unit is investigating it. What is wrong with that?
The problem is, it's not about asking questions. Here are the dynamics and the reality. It is who asking the question, who you asking the question about, and who you asking the question to. You see, those three dynamics is what does create problems, because if the wrong person asks the wrong person a question about the wrong thing, then it becomes wrong. So it's not about asking questions just so. That is the real simplification of it. But the reality of it is about who asks the question and who you're asking it to and who you're asking it about. Sadly, this is where we are. Now, in regards to that whole scenario, it can go both ways. Because it's not about just hacking. Somebody could have the phone. Because I've known of instances where somebody stole the phone and then send messages like if it is the person is okay. That happened in America. The person was murdered. And all the time they're saying, yes, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. Another time they had somebody who was kidnapped by a living partner. And the partner was forcing the person to send messages that they're okay, they're okay, they're okay. So you see, there's a lot of possibilities to it, but locating the position of the phone, there's a number that the phone has. I wouldn't say what number, but there's a number that the phone has. You could change the SIM on anything. Even if you lock off the phone, it will still show where the phone is once you have that number. When people buy a phone, what I advise is that you ask about the number that can locate your phone anywhere, whether it is on or off, from whoever you're buying it from, the company, and they can guide you, and you keep that hidden and give your family it. So in case anything happens, they can always find you. Pastor Google, you all have a nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. So, so I wanted to ask that question. I just wanted to, because we have been asking questions about the cybercrime unit for a while. For a while, we have been asking, where is the cybercrime unit? How effective are they in carrying out their operations? Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. I think how they found Mr. M, there's a thing called GPS on your phone, Pastor Google.
There's a GPS. There was a GPS on my phone also.
And that is how they found your phone.
Yes.
If you activate your GPS in a particular way, that if you lost your phone, that is only how TSTT. The young lady who sent the thing on that camera, she wasn't using a phone. She used a laptop.
We'll see it.
That is how they find her so quickly, because it is on a residence, a location. Unlike your phone, it routes. So that person who sent back the information, I don't think that came from a phone. If you understand what I'm saying, there is no way that person taking that same person's phone and turn it on, and the GPS ain't coming on for the cybercrime unit to tell me that they can't find that person. So that person, whoever, if that is the case, is either the true person on the phone or some. And if you're sending it again, just like how the young lady on that camera sent it, the cybercrime unit would be able to find it, Pastor Google. So you're asking a good question, you know. It left to see, because up to now, we haven't heard the commissioner of police or anybody come out and say, well, yeah, what's going on? And this is what should be taking place. From the time all these questions that come out, the commissioner of police or somebody within that division has come out and say, well, all right, this is, you don't have to give me the details, you know. But this is where we reach, if you understand what I'm saying. That is why a lot of people is calling for his head. Enjoy your day, Pastor Google.
Thank you very much, sir. Boy. So, I wanted to show you another video, and yes, I wanted to get in contact with Superintendent Alexander to clear up an issue. I'm going to try to do that in a little while. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Pastor Google.
Hi, good afternoon.
Well, first of all, I would like to send condolences to Mr. Napuna on the loss of our husband, and also to the Calypso fraternity. We lost an icon in Soca, Divine. So, Pastor Google, you know, this is the world we live in. Pastor Google, I too would like to know why certain people are able to escape somewhere or the other without the cybercrime unit taking action. Well, I can tell you, I could afford to tell you about phone. Phone, GPS. That last caller said it right. And you know, somewhere or the other, I find that it have a little discrimination in the way it is coming through with certain things when there is an attack on the government with cyber activities. So I just want to say that today, and you know, sorry that we had to use Mr. Imbert's son. I know, and I know the reason why that was used by certain reasons. Pastor Google, when you get a chance, give me a personal call. I would like to get some information. Thank you very much for allowing me this contribution. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Paul Espin.
My friends turned enemy. stay far. No link, no bar, no link, no bar.
When your friends turn the enemy apart, so.
Me say no link, no bar. It don't gone too far.
All right, let me take this call. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon again, Pastor Local. Now, there's something about when something hits social media as to whether or not, when we don't see action, we're wondering whether or not why action wasn't taken. And of course, as a wise society, we'll compare actions that were taken before when, let's say, social media, let's say the action, so to speak, on social media is more or less the same. For example, I remembered when there were some boys or some children at a location on the sea when they said something about the commissioner. And that was during the pandemic, and the health system was in place with respect to movement of people, and the commissioner responded. Now, this lady has on social media. We have to be careful as to whether or not what she said was a crime. And if it's not a crime, he will not respond. We have to be careful. He responded. People were gathering because it was a pandemic and the gathering was wrong. So he responded. But what could we find similar to what this woman said on social media, where she said, if I think I get him in one cup, was it a crime? Because if you make up a file and it's not a crime, it's one that will not, the commissioner will really give a statement or follow up on it. He will not do that. He will not send police to our home. So we have to be mindful of that, because sometimes we learn not so much thin-skinned, but somebody might be disrespectful. But is it a crime? And that's what we have to focus on sometimes. Just my view on that particular instance with the cyber unit.
I hear you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, caller. All right, so as I said before, questions can be asked. You don't have to answer it, you know. But I think it's my privilege and right to ask a question. And if I ask and you do want to answer because it's an active case, that's your right. But I still think, just like how it made news, I could ask a question based on what is in the news. All right? So I'm going to get ready to, I want to ask, I'm trying to get Superintendent, Alexander on the phone line, because I wanted to talk with him about a matter. So I'm going to try to get him on now.
Hey, yo, man.
Yo, Sasko.
We're rolling this time.
When I see my friends become my enemy, I have stay far.
No one here, they will not go.
No link, no bar. Cause I know dirty heart can't sweep it through. They are like the trees that can't bloom, and they shall slowly fade away. And I know dirty heart can't wash with soap. The meditation we supply through, and they shall slowly fade away.
But I'm an assassin with no domain. Enough of them now go like that show now. Why? Bad man stuck in a debate like a tumor. Them fake like three stripe. One a night made by Puma. Them set on the police, not only by rumor. Start go you not to them, I said you got a code. Get the visa, you fly out. Them a pray for you drop out them. Sit down and calculate by in and you account them. Say them are your friend, but them heart mama about them.
Well, dirty heart can't
see. I have Superintendent Alexander on the phone line. Good afternoon, sir.
How are you doing? Good evening.
I'm all right. Thank you very much for taking my call.
It's all good.
I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about some incidents that have been happening while curfew and while restrictions and while things are in place. We are still hearing about this situation of young people or people having zessa parties. Is that true?
Well, we can only respond to those that we may be familiar with
Right.
And those that we went to intercept as the case may be. But remember, one thing we want the public to understand, that social media has become a place of mischief. If, for instance, there's a video highlighting a party somewhere in the Port of Spain area, and if you look at it, some of the persons in that party have since been deceased. So we're looking at social media mischief.
Right.
And one of the things that we realized too is that a lot of persons calling and saying that persons are having just parties and all these things, if they're of the opinion, one bar owner of the opinion that the next bar owner is open and selling and they're supposed to be closed, they're calling the police and telling the police, there was just a party there, on our arrival there, nothing. And this has been the order of it.
Okay. All right, but could you confirm at all with the listening public if you all have ever had any encounter or had to deal with any things like that in nature?
Well, a couple places in Shogunas,
right?
Shogunas area, and you realize that the Shogunas police have been dealing with that, especially the central area.
Right.
Outside of that, we are seeing a lot of videos popping up, but we can't sometimes say whether the videos are new videos or old videos. You see? And this is where the public comes in. If the public are aware that something of that nature is actually taking place, then they have the all right to call the police.
Right.
Don't sit there and believe that we of the opinion that we should know that what is taking place. It's your community, it's your area. You inform us of what is happening there. And then point your finger at us when we don't respond.
Right. Well, we're seeing also in the news, and we are hearing in the news about, and I just wanted to just ask you, by the way, now the cybercrime unit is still up and running, right? Oh, all right.
A very integral part of the police service.
Okay, all right. And when and I just want to ask this other question: when a case is actively being investigated, could we, as the public, ask questions about the case?
Well, you can ask.
Right.
It would be on to the person who is speaking to you to give you the information.
Right.
See, when something is before the court.
Okay.
We want to be very careful, especially law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
We want to be very careful. Now, if it's a person of interest where you did something and we show the video and we are asking members of the public, who is this man, who is this man, it's a different thing.
Right.
But if someone is in the care and custody of the police and an investigation is taking place, we want to be careful because we don't want to say anything or do anything
that will bring because we're seeing
the first thing the public is going to say is that look, the police is just like if I respond to something. Like for instance, we listened to a news report from one of the mainstream media, and when you listen to that report, the public will take it and run with it because that is what they heard.
Right.
When the police come down and say that is not so, they believe that the police is covering up something. You see?
Right. I hear you. But like with the case of the young lady who's missing, and her family is saying that somebody would have stole her phone and was posting video or pictures of her. And people are asking where is the cybercrime unit in all of this? Is the public wrong for asking that?
No, the public could be right to ask. But what we can tell you is this. What we will say to you is this. That matter is being investigated.
Right.
And not just investigated. See, sometimes both the media and the public wants us to respond in such a way, almost immediate, and sometimes it might not be the right thing to do.
Right.
Because we would want to get all the information, and sometimes if you come out and say certain things, persons will run away.
Right.
So we want to get all the information. So members of the public sometimes need to be patient.
Okay.
And you know what I often say? And it's like pointing fingers, but however, the public wants us, the police, to tell you everything that we do. Hey, listen, we have a roadblock this evening, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Down the road, we have a roadblock. And the same public is saying, some of them, we having more now on board, but some of them is saying, no, I don't really trust the police. But you want to hear from the police
but you don't want to give anything to the police. until you are a victim of crime. You think you hear what you should do? That's where we are right now.
Yes.
So we have a lot of people coming on board because they now understand, listen, at a moment's notice, that you could be a victim of crime because there are persons who are walking around, opportunist criminals, I call them.
Yes.
Seize the opportunity to walk in and grab your gold chain, I take your watch, I take your cell phone.
Yes.
So do you wait until you're a victim of crime? If you know something, say something.
So that's why I was saying, and I'm glad that you answered me when I asked you about this situation, because it made the 7 o'clock news last night that the young lady would have sent a message on her phone saying that she's all right, she's in Tobago, cooling her head, and the family members would have said that, you know, they don't believe that that is her. They believe that her phone was hacked. And members of the public are asking, so if they're saying that her phone was hacked, then where is the cybercrime unit?
Right. The cybercrime unit is right there.
Right.
And not just the cybercrime unit, you know. We have agencies that treat with this kind of situation. But let me ask you this. This is a young lady who's saying that she's in Tobago cooling her head there. Well, why not show up and say, listen, look, I'm here.
Yeah.
My head is still hot. it needs to be cool for another 4 days or so. Why you not pop up and say that? You see, the police are aware of information that they already have. So hearing this, members of the public could only speculate.
That's
until the evidence comes forward.
And is anything wrong with us as a member of the public speculating?
No, nothing is wrong with that, you know.
Thank you.
But what we don't want is this. What we don't want.
Yeah.
And think about it. In your case, in your family case, if that was your family, you don't want to speculate to such an extent where you're sending things in the public domain, which is incorrect. It's misleading.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you send that out in the public domain, it corrupts the whole thing, you know.
I know that.
And it makes the public believe that something is going wrong. That everything might be right, you know. Again, it's public perception.
Public perception. I want to thank you very much, Superintendent. Is it?
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Thank you very much for taking my call.
But I can tell you this, though. Tell your listening public, right?
Yes.
Sometimes all you need to do is to give us a chance to do our job.
All right.
That's all you need to do. Just give us a chance to do our job. And be the citizen that you're supposed to be. Just do the right thing. Because it is the right thing.
Do. Thank you very much. We'll end on that note. Thanks very much. And I want to thank Superintendent Alexander for taking my call. I'm looking to leave the building, Trinidad and Tobago. Somebody said, Google asked him what about the investigation in the person who abused the health. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. Sometimes you just have to take it by stages, man. Relax everything by stages. All right, let me take this call quickly. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon.
You know, I can't understand this case of the Kadisha, right?
Uh-huh.
Hunters, I read in papers that people, hunters, find the search, they're digging up this, and this. Human bones were found and all this thing that people going through, and now we just this story just pop up. I'm all right, you know, after all this time, people, right, I can't understand it. But you see, there are pieces in the puzzle, which I guess the police...
Yeah, so the police will have to, yeah. But as I asked the superintendent, if something is wrong with us, if something was wrong, because people were saying that why we asking those questions? We shouldn't ask those questions. That is an active case. But he said to me, nothing is wrong with us asking those questions. Nothing is wrong with us asking those questions. Thanks very much, caller. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, good afternoon. Thanks for taking my call. Pastor Google, I ain't hear you.
Yeah, but I giving you a chance to talk because the time coming down for the ads.
Oh, no, that's why I called, so we can talk quick. Hey, Pastor Google, did you investigate that thing for me, what I asked you to?
I am still doing that home lesson. I'm still doing that home lesson, Mr. Leave it there.
Thank you very much, Pastor Google.
Okay,
I will leave it there.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Relevant questions. You have fear to ask questions, but and not only that, Pastor Google.
you could have advised him too that sometimes in public interest they give an update on how far cases have reached.
It's just that time was counting down on me there, so that's why I didn't really
I know, but you
rush
answered
him.
a very good interview. Very, very good interview. I'm sorry you didn't ask about the lady, because really sometimes they're investigating, but we out here are anxious, especially if someone is killed and you didn't find that person, you must give an update. That divisional, and now we're talking about the cohesion between the commissioner and the divisional head to come forward and said how far this case has reached. It's important. Let us not only listen to First World, let's do it as First World. Thank you, Pastor Google, the program, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. So I have to leave it here, Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you all for all your calls. And I hope that I try my best to kind of ask questions that some of you will have want to know. So I have to leave it here. Thanks very much. Coming up, the VNR show with Precious and Robert. I am out of here. Please be safe. Remember, curfew starts at 9 o'clock. I see people rushing home. Or 8:30, people speeding. Please be careful on the nation's roads. And if you have to go out, take an umbrella with you. Goodbye. God bless.
Carnival time. We just need to ancestral code.